right. Tell me about the war. What did you do when you were in the war? What war were you in?
The Korean War.
Okay.
We flew at night. The Air Force flew during the day, and we flew at night, attacking supply lines. And when you'd hit those trucks loaded with ammunition, it looked like the 4th of July down there when they'd go off. And I'm no hero, but I got a medal from the Pacific Fleet Commander. I got a medal from the South Korean government. And the medal that I'm really, really proud of is my CAC medal, Combat Air Crewman. You have to fly 20 or more missions, combat missions, 20 or more, and we flew.
What were the other medals for? Do you remember?
Well, they gave us that for the Korean War.
For being in it? For being a part of it?
Yeah. The Fleet Commander, Pacific Fleet, and the South Korean government gave us a medal.
What's your best memory of being in the war?
Graduating from boot camp.
Really?
Oh yes, because they had a couple of them failed, and I thank God I made it.
So what branch were you in?
Naval Air. All my buddies that I graduated with, they went to the destroyer base. They went aboard ship, and when I got over there from leave, those guys had 10 days of leave. I had 12 because I lived in Louisiana and I lived across the Mississippi, so they gave me 2 extra days. So when I got back to the receiving station in San Diego, all my buddies, they had put them aboard ship, and me, I waited. So they told me to check every morning and look on the board, and they would tell me where I would go.
Yeah.
So for 2 weeks, man, every morning I looked on the board, and finally my name came out on the board. And by a bunch of us, and by my name, I had A.N. All the other guys, me and about 5 guys had A.N. All the rest of them had S.N. So I asked a guy, I said, man, what's the, how come I got A.N. by mine, all them guys got S.N.? He said, oh, hell, you're not in the goddamn Navy, you're in Airedale. Oh, man, I was disappointed. Oh, Airedale, I want to go on the ship. But they said, have your sea bag loaded tomorrow morning, we're leaving. The next morning, they came pick me up, they brought me to the airport. Guess where I went? Hawaii.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. And I got put in the squadron, 4-2 pack, Fleet All-Weather Training Squadron. They had bombers, torpedo planes, fighters. They had everything. So they put me in the maintenance crew. Me and 3 guys worked. One would take the spark plugs out of the plane, the other one would put them back. One would drain the oil, the other one would put it back. That's what I was doing. I did that for a year in 4-2 pack. Finally, this was in peacetime because the war was over in 45. This was in about 49 or 50. Anyway, they did away with 4-2 pack. They said they're going to send us all over different places on the ship and the different bases or ship, anything. So they had an outfit coming in from Guam, 4-2 pack, Fleet All-Weather Training Squadron. VP-28, I'm sorry, VP-28, which was a bomber squadron. They had 12 bombers, 270 men. So I got put in that outfit, and man, I got 50. One day I was working on a plane, pulling the spark plugs out and stuff. My buddy from a guy by the name of Kanopik from Nebraska, he said, hey, Cuccio, he said, a skipper want to talk to you. I said, you want to talk to me? Oh, hell, man, what did I do? I went over there, saluted him, walked in. He said, Cuccio, they've been watching you. You're a good little worker. I want you on my plane. Me, on the skipper's plane. So I got put on the skipper's plane. Made $52 a month extra. That was considered hazardous duty for flying. And we were 9 men on each bomber, and I was a port waist gunner, left side gunner, gun turret. So when we went to Korea, that's...
What year did you join the military?
In 48.
And how old were you?
I was 18. I graduated in 47. I was 18, but I went in March, and in May of that year, I made 19. I was still 18 when I went in March, but in May, I became 19, and I went through boot camp. Now, I didn't know how to swim. I had never been in the water. Well, we had a bunch of us that didn't know how to swim. They gave us 2 weeks to go practice. After work, we'd go swimming, go practice swimming. After 2 weeks, because if you don't qualify, they don't want you.
Mm-hmm.
So after 2 weeks, they said, okay. They had a 17-foot tower. They said, climb that tower and jump. Man.
Wow.
So I got up there and
But 2
they
weeks,
said,
2 weeks in, huh?
yeah, they said, don't look down, because if you look down, you ain't gonna want to jump. So man, I got up there and I just jumped. And I swam to the end of the pool.
You did all right.
Did okay, because they had a couple of them that failed. They had to go through boot camp again. So I thank God I made it.
Yeah. So you graduated high school, went into the military.
In 47, and that was my college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what year did you finish the military?
51, 50, 52.
And then what did you do?
I went and worked for Tuboscope. Now, it was a good job. Oil field. It wasn't hard work to do Tuboscope. Handle pipes and stuff. But you were on call 24 hours a day. Anytime they needed you, man, they call you. I could never get a date. I could never do anything because they. So one day my neighbor was telling her son. Well, she told me, she said, my son, I'm telling my son to go take the civil service test. The post office is giving a test, and he don't want to go. So I said, hell, I'm going to go. So I had no idea what it was to deliver mail. So I went, get an application. They called me to come take the civil service test. I took the test. We were about 20 guys or more that took the civil service test. 2 weeks later, they called me up. They said, Cuccio, the postmaster want to talk to you. I get over there. He says, I'm picking you. I want you to be the next mail carrier. He picked me for it. He said, go get a physical from the doctor and come back. Tomorrow, you start working in the post office.
Yeah.
I worked in the post office, 38 years in the post office, 4 years in the Navy, and I retired with 42 years. That was a max, 42 years.
That's awesome. So no regrets. You enjoyed?
Oh,
you like that?
Everything that happened to me was great.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you one more little thing. See my wife? I was delivering mail to her house. Her mama and her little sister was outside in the front yard one day. So her little sister asked me for the mail. And they used to tell us at the post office, don't give the kids the mail because they might tear it up. Or that. So I asked her mom, I said, is it all right to give her the mail? She said, oh yeah, give it to her. She said, boy, you must get tired walking every day. I said, no ma'am. I said, tomorrow's my day off, which would have been Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be on. It had to happen on a Tuesday. Because the next day, oh boy. I said, I'm going hunting tomorrow. Oh. I said, no ma'am, I like to walk. I said, in fact, I'm going hunting tomorrow. I walked the marsh, the woods. She said, oh, she said, my husband used to hunt rabbits. She said, I said, oh, you like rabbits? She said, yes. I said, well, if I kill any, I'm going to bring you one. She said, all right. So the next morning, me and my buddy went rabbit hunting. I killed 5 rabbits. I came back, I cleaned them, I put them on ice. That night I got arrested. I was going out. I thought about it. I said, I promised that lady a rabbit. I went back in the house. I went and get a rabbit, wrap it up, put it in a bag. I went to my wife's mom and them house, and I rang the doorbell. My wife answered the doorbell.
That was the first time you ever met her?
First time, well, I used to see her. She used to work at a drugstore. She was working there. But I'd see her. I'd meet her on the route. She was going to work. But I never paid no attention to her. So I went there that night, and she answered the doorbell. I went there and I said, yes. I said, look, I have a rabbit for your mama. He said, come on in, come in. And everybody was in the kitchen. And they all said, come on in. I said, oh, no, I got to go. No, come in. They had made a big bowl of popcorn balls. That's popcorn with syrup. Man, that's delicious stuff. Anyway, come on in, come get some. So I ate 1, I ate 2, I ate 3, I ate 4. So then after I got through, to talk to her a while, then I said, well, look, I got to go. My wife followed me to the door. So I asked her, I said, do you have a date this weekend? She said, no. I said, would you like to go dancing? She said, yes.
Sealed the deal.
That killed it.
Yeah.
The next day we went to church. We went to the show that night. Kept dating her. We got married.
And how long ago was that? You had just started at the post office? You remember what year that was when y'all met?
We got married in '61, so I went. I say I got up to 50, 48, 49, 51, 52, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 58, 59, 60. I don't know. Maybe I've been there 7 or 8 years. Anyway, we've been married for 58 years.
Mm-hmm.
So
what's the secret to a long marriage?
Be good to each other, trust each other, and be good. Oh yeah, my wife and I, we don't argue. We raise our children. We put them through school. After they graduated, we put them through college. I said, thank God, everything's been really good. I thank God for that. Everything's been good. God's been good to me.
Yeah.
I retired from the post office, and my wife was a beautician. She worked and worked until just lately her back and her legs went on. So now she's in a nursing home for therapy.
So how old are you right now?
I'm 90 years old.
And what's the secret to a happy life? Not just a happy marriage, a happy, healthy life.
Oh, well, I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't chase women. Not that I wouldn't like to, but she won't let me. But I don't smoke and I don't drink.
Yeah.
And right now, since I retired, I've been retired 30 years. I get up every morning, 6 days a week, and go walk 3 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Every morning, except Sundays. Sundays is church day, for church.
Yeah.
But I go walking, and I mow my own yard. I make a garden. Now that's therapy, a garden. Yeah. And I don't smoke and I don't drink. That's what I feel made me healthy,
Yeah. So tell me about. I know you always talk about your Wednesday, your day off. You had chores that you knew you had to do when you were working for the post office. Is that still you still cut your grass on Wednesday?
I cut the grass on Wednesdays when I was working. I still cut the grass on Wednesdays.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday, once a week, cut the grass. I was cutting it then on Wednesday because that was my day off. I still cut it on Wednesdays.
Yeah. Okay, so what would be? I know you like to eat. What's your favorite meal?
Oh Lord have mercy.
If you had to pick one meal, or you like them all?
I like them all. I love them all.
Yeah.
No, when I was in the Navy, I was stationed in Hawaii. One day I was going through the chow line, and those guys, you go through the line and with your tray, and they put your food in. They put the food in there. So most of the guys, they go down, they take this one and that one. No, I don't want that. No. Yeah, I'll take it. Me, I put in every one of them, and what I put on that tray, I ate.
Yeah.
Because when I was at home with my mom and dad and them, my dad used to tell me, "Where you putting all that food at? You eat more than me." And I always had a good appetite, and I'm not a big person. He said, "Man, where you putting that food at?"
What about dessert? Is there one favorite dessert that you like?
Chocolate cheesecake.
Chocolate cheesecake.
Right now it's chocolate cheesecake.
Yeah.
But I'll eat any kind of dessert.
Yeah.
Apple pie with ice cream and all that. But right now, chocolate cheesecake. When we go eat at a restaurant, a ribeye steak, medium well, with a salad, and chocolate cheesecake for dessert.